It's the future 20XX. You could work, which is pretty okay. I worked as a floor attendant at the Funplex for 2 weeks now. Hard work to be sure, but rewarding. Yeah, roll on through it. Alright, Anna. See you around, girl. I hacked it to the mainframe. Yeah, I actually have a program. I have this neat little program called Unren. It's pretty nice for RenPy games. So it lets me like extract all the RPA packages, so I can just like pull out all the images and stuff, which is nice. So I can like pull out the images and the videos, and the sounds and stuff. Quick save, quick load. I don't really use this one. I can't get the console and dev menu, which probably isn't so useful for you guys, but I can set all my stats to max, which would make some interesting things happen. And I tried to do enable rollback, which works until certain things, like there are certain flags that you can manually set once again to like stop me from doing rollbacks. That will undo the enable for rollback. But it does also make some error messages pop up sometimes. So, this wouldn't be the first time I've hacked a game. Usually I just use Cheat Editor, but Cheat Editor doesn't work on RenPy games. In fact, hold up. Also, like right-click save. I always want to do right-click to pull up the menu. But you guys don't have right-click save. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and enable console dev menu. I'm pretty sure I have to reload. I'm just having so much fun. Your game's cool, I guess. It's fun. Alright. There we go. See, this is what happens. It doesn't like it. See? It's because of the rollback. So it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not supposed to allow that. So it's like, yeah, it did. So whenever you load over certain things, hey, I tried to manually enable rollback. Your game's like, you're not supposed to roll back. No, not score. What do you have it? What do you have it set to? Not name. Whoa. What is it? What is it? What is it? Flag score. Oh, all right then. Oh shit, I can't roll back from that point. Okay. What do you want? Like 69, 69, 69? Yeah! Woo! Now I can finally... Wait. Alright, blah blah. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, shoot. Just for a sec. Oh, this got a lot of options, don't we? We do have a lot of options. Just want to see what the chapter 1 says. What is it? Tab? Yeah, tabs auto skip. Ah! Okay. I like that death little thing, dude. That's also really nice. That little, like, death explosion. I like that. Alright, Aenne. See you around, girl. Okay. Let's save here. Make it like way too high. Doesn't say anything special. Fun enough. Okay, back to actual load actual game. Online sports. All right, score is still set to 6,000. That's fine. I've helped Naomi repair pinball games. I've had tea with Francine, which she reminisced about the far out 1960s. We've evacuated gamers when the kitchen accidentally caught on fire. I've had numerous kids puking up nachos in my clothes. I've scraped gum off any number of surfaces. I've chased what's turned out to be entirely too many spiders out of a single skee ball machine. Okay, look, I know I'm not painting this as a very rosy picture so far, but honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy amidst the chaos and the grossness. Happy, and it's all that matters, right? Right, you're happy. This is the best I've seen you in ages, Zine. Before you'd come home all drained and exhausted. Now, well, you're still tired, but a good tired. My roommate Juniper. She'd taken to stopping by during her lunch break whenever she could get away from her office cubicle long enough to do so. It's still hard work, don't get me wrong. But overall, it's good work. I feel it just feels good, totally good and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Agreed, super good, double plus good. Iris, we talked about you listening on my conversations. What did I tell you about that? To pretend I wasn't eavesdropping, even if I am? Exactly. You know, I'd be more upset about my creepy privacy invading digital over mistress, but I have to admit that Iris really pulled through for me. Even if she ordered a 3-month supply of pizza bagels on my behalf.
Pizza on a bagel.
So, Juniper, how long do you have left in your break? Any time to squeeze in some pinball? I can spot you some tokens. No can do. Our new assistant synergy manager arranged a team building exercise. I have to like move colored bits of paper around or something and then exchange high five. Assistant synergy manager, it sounds like a very vague job. It's actually entry level, good pay and right on track for middle management. Pretty cushy. Funny thing is, they asked me if I knew anyone who'd fit in before they started advertising for candidates. I said nope, who'd want to do that? What was this exactly? Hey Encore, how you doing, dude? 2 weeks ago. Right when I needed to find work, you told him you didn't know any good candidates for a well-paying entry-level job? Oh!
Well,
You wouldn't have liked being an assistant synergy manager, right? Not one bit. Juniper. Please tell me you told him no because I'd already taken this job at that point, not because you forgot. I didn't forget. I just, didn't bother telling you about the open position that night. I mean, you already had so many jobs you hated, I knew you'd hate being an assistant synergy manager, so I didn't feel the need to tell you. And it all worked out, right? You spent like the last 5 minutes telling me how happy you were here. Not a lie, I was happy here indeed. Also not a lie, having packed pizza bagels for lunch after having pizza bagels for breakfast because you barely had enough money to cover the rent this week pooled together. Also not a lie, Gavin constantly hiding numbers from us, insisting things were all fine while dryly joking about perpetually being on the edge of crash and burn. Also not a lie, that every time someone in my family tried to chase after happiness instead of stability, we fell deeper and deeper into debt and misery.
oof.
Say something, you're scaring me. I shouldn't feel angry. She stood by me for years, supporting me, trying to do what's best for me, even if she wasn't always skilled at that kind of support. I shouldn't feel upset. I've been genuinely enjoying my time at Funplex. It's been a bundle of laughs, and not the so sad I'm laughing variety either. I have no right to be angry or upset at losing an opportunity at a safer, more stable future, right? Yeah, that ended the game a lot earlier. It's okay, I'm where I want to be. It's okay, everything's fine. Lie to protect Juniper. It's okay. It's not okay, why didn't you tell me? Alright, it's fine, Junie. So I won't be angry or upset, simple as that. I decided I'm done compromising, right? Done with settling, going with the flow. I'm going to be the one to break the family curse. I chose this path of my own free will. Except I didn't, I chose the other path. And now this is our third lifetime path. But if I'm gonna be honest, boundless confidence doesn't cover the simple fact that I chose to be vulnerable rather than safe. If the arcade closes, if anything else goes wrong, nope, No need to dump all that on Juniper. It's okay, Juniper, you were right. I'd have hated that job, and things are great there.
Okay.
Here. Oh, good. You're kind of freaking me out, Zine. Trust me, it's the right decision. You learn to loathe working at my office like I do. I mean, sure, the pay's good, and we get health care and vacation, and we get all this coffee, and everything about there is perfect. You just wouldn't like it. It's fine. Everything's fine. I won't deny that job would have been a safer bet. I want to contribute my fair share to the apartment rent, you know. What's done is done. Rather look forward than back. Right. Forget I said anything. Please forget I said anything. Sorry. Should have told you. Shouldn't have held that back. But I still wouldn't have pushed you to take that job. It's totally horrible at my office. You'd have been miserable there, like me. It's cool. You're right. I'd have hated it. Okay, good. I've got a good feeling about all this. I think you're right where you need to be. Even though I was kind of dumb about getting here. Hey, gotta get back to the office. Have a good lunch, okay? I can feel the distant rumble of a frozen box of pizza bagels taunting me from the recently repaired employee bake room. Yeah, okay. You have a good rest of the hours of your day, okay? You bet. I'm okay with this. Everything's fine. Right. What I need most right now is a distraction, and frozen pizza bagels are certainly not it. My pocket money is really slim, but I think I need to step out for some fresh air and treat myself to a better lunch than that. And hey, maybe some company too. Nice and distracting, talking to someone about anything other than this. Who's available? Oh no! Naomi's not available. Alright, let's go, Ashley. Not often that both floor attendants can go on break at the same time. I should take advantage of that and see if Ashley wants to grab some chow. On the plus side, God, Ashley is so much cuter not in a pink flamingo suit. I will not. Oh, she still has a pink flamingo belt? She looks like she has a lot of flair. Oh, hey, she's got like a tuxedo mask shirt on. Cute. Wait a second. The other dev has is actually Cavendish. Said that one of these voice actresses is from Sailor Moon. Naomi is Sailor Moon voice actress. Never mind. I would take it as Cavendish. Or Aoyama. On the plus side, it will not be serving with Pinky. I will not be lunching with Pinky the Funflex Flamingo. She's in her civvies today.
Oh, hi!
Oh, hi, what's up? Kitchen on fire again? Not yet. And to avoid that happening again, I suggest having lunch somewhere else. You know, I was just about to suggest that. Both not burning down the kitchen and going out for a bite. Sounds great. Maybe taking a breather and stepping outside these walls will help take my mind off of everything that happened this morning. And Ashley always has a story to get lost in. Maybe I could get some pointers. Oh, hey, I know where we could go. You haven't been in the whole story yet, have you? No, not yet. I have been existing off all these pizza bagels. I love me some pizza bagels, especially the sausage ones. Oh, I'll give you my sausage, Ashley. I wonder how they make all those tiny little sausages fit on those bite-sized morsels. I've got a tiny little sausage here for you. Like a conveyor belt, lots of sharp blades, chopping down at insane speeds. You wouldn't want to get caught under that. No way. Focus. Whole story? Yeah. Bookstore. Coffees, donuts. Get it? Whole story. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Not a fan of puns. No, I do. I do really like it. I got a hankering for some mini donuts. Let's go. Despite coming to this little strip mall for 2 weeks, I haven't actually visited any of our neighbors. Mostly I did whatever needed doing. Took orders from Gavin, lent a hand to Ashley, Naomi, things like that. Whatever the job happened to call for, no more, no less. Couldn't say I've been part of any community outside of the immediate circle of my coworkers, whereas the others visited the whole story frequently. Ashley leads the way into a shop that smells strangely of dusty old books and sugary sweetness. Don't think I've ever been in a little independent bookstore. Or a bookstore at all, for that matter. It's 20XX. Who buys books in a brick and mortar store anymore? But despite the subdued atmosphere compared to the arcade, There are customers present and accounted for, sipping coffee, reading old tomes, and yes, munching donuts. Ashley secures a tiny table for us before directing me to the bar. Hang on, what the heck's up with this menu? It's organized by the Dewey Decimal System. Oof, felt good. I'll have the Judy Bloom. It's a bunch of mini donuts, and hey, my treat, okay? I mumble out a thanks, trying not to make a deal of it. Cash is tight, and boutique cafe pastries wouldn't help my situation much. Oh my. A pair of middle-aged guys wait to take my order. Hey, I like one super sweet chocolate glazed sprinkle special surprise with orange juice. Surprise me. What's your favorite donut? Alright, surprise me. What's your favorite order for the menu? One Terry Pratchett coming up, a jam pastry with Clatchian coffee. Second fellow puts together my order and also drops a small paper book into the tray featuring a many-legged wooden travel trunk on the cover. A literary lunch. With alliteration, apparently. Say, you work at the Funplex, don't you? Right, we see you walk past our doors every morning and evening. Like clockwork, tick-tock. Sorry, I should introduce myself. Floor attendant Zine DeWeen at your service. I'm your inside guy for tokens and tickets. Oh, we're lousy at video games. Totally lousy, but Francine's just a peach, isn't she? Sweetest dame you'll ever meet. Welcome to the whole story.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello! I'm Ben. I'm Matt! No relation to the actors. Who? Although they're cuties and so are we. Oh, stop. Stop being cute? Never. Apparently, the sugar is available in forms other than round and holy. Anyways, don't let it stop you from having fun on your little date. Wouldn't dream of it. It's not a date.
Well, isn't that something?
Not yet. Just friends then. Friendly friends on a play date.
Ooh, what if?
Maybe.
If?
The real date was our friends we made along the way. Ah, like One Piece is just friends all along. I'd say the real friends were the friends we made along the way. What if the way was also the real friends who were... Oh, fuck. Anyways, next order, please. The pair waves the next customer in as I just turn to Ashley's table with our orders on a nicely decorated wooden tray.
Oh, wow!
These mini donuts are just so cute. Ashley holds up a tiny donut in her hands like a chipmunk holding an acorn. She looks down at the tiny pastry and her eyes sparkle before she takes a bite. Closing her eyes, the corners of her mouth curl into a wide smile. It's so yummy, I could eat these all day. I wish I could return Ashley's enthusiasm about eating food. The same old pizza bagels day after day is dulling out my palate. I mean, it's frozen pizza, dude. I eat frozen pizza all day, every day. It's pizza in the morning, it's pizza in the evening. Ashley's face changes from pure delight to concern. Is everything okay? You aren't your normal self today. You seem a little off. It's been an interesting morning. Kind of hard to wrap my head around everything. Hey, I know how those days go. Even I feel lost and confused sometimes. There are days when it's especially rough. You, Little Miss Sunshine? Yeah. Really? The living embodiment of good tidings and cheer? Who are you and what have you done with Ashley? Come on now. But seriously, you're always so happy and confident, Ashley. So blindingly so, in fact. Between the cosplay passion and keeping the kiddies happy, I'd never seen you lose your smile. I know, it seems totally unlike me, but honestly, deep down I'm scared. I feel like I don't really know who I am. You're Ashley, you idiot. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I don't know who this person is who's staring back at me. Who I am inside. When will my reflection show? In my heart of hearts, I know I'm Ashley Wolf. Her last name's Wolf? Woof. Who am I? Who am I really? That's what I'm searching for. That took an unusually serious tone compared to Ashley's usual chipper attitude. And I can't say I entirely get what she means by not knowing who she is. Well, no, I kinda get it, considering I don't know what I want from life. What you want and who you are often linked ideas, right? But Ashley looks so forlorn. I could just sit by and say nothing. I won't let this silence drown her out. That is just not the right time. Is that why I cosplay? Is that why you cosplay? I wonder if Ashley uses cosplay as a way to help explain her world, to discover things she wouldn't obtain without it. Cosplay helps you find what you're looking for, huh? Ashley looks shocked and slightly embarrassed. How'd you guess? Are you psychic? You have to tell me if you're psychic. Those are psychic rules. It just makes sense, I guess. We all have our masks, do we not? Yeah, I don't get the abandoned house thing. Like, maybe it's something about searching inside of yourself. Some. The silly responses are a little too rando off the wall-y for me. When I reflect on my life, I really do love cosplay, and I love to rush it brings. I get to be whoever I want, whenever I want. It also helps me get my rocks off. I can be a starship captain, an elf, a giant pink flamingo mascot even. I don't have to worry about Ashley. I can focus on being someone else. I feel awkward in my own skin. When I'm in costume, I feel like I'm in my fullest potential. I feel comfortable. But I think cosplay has really helped me understand some things about myself that I couldn't see before I started doing this. I just want to be able to love the person I am when I find them. Knowing you, I think you'll do just fine there. If you can smile for the kitties through a pink flamingo mask, you can smile for yourself. I hope so, I really do. Ashley looks off again, longingly for a second before snapping back to attention. Oh my! I've just talked your ear right off.
Beep.
Lunchtime's over. Right on time. Hey, thanks for listening. And you know, if you ever want to talk about your problems, I'm here. I'm here at the Funplex. I'm here for you too. That's what friends are for. And I know I might be overstepping my bounds here, but I feel like lately you're just going through the motions at Funplex. No, things are great. You punch in and punch out right on time, sure. But from what I've seen, you have so much potential. The flame burns deep inside. You gotta dig down and bring out that light, you know? That's anime talk right there, dude. You'll do great things, I know it. And I've totally delayed you long enough. You should get back to Gavin before he notices we're gone. Do we smash? Not yet. We're still trying to smash. Time for the afternoon shift. That's usually when things heat up. After the quiet mornings, more kids coming in after school, more pro gamers rolling in with the crews. I'm headed back to my desk, ready to take care of what needs taken care of when I'm intercepted en route. Seeing Ashley, you're both back good. I'm hoping to catch you before we left. What's up? Hamza's up.
Okay.
Ashley, I'll bring the van around shortly. Zine, you'll be flying solo today. What's happening? Who's Hamza? Hamza's a game finder and auctioneer and gives next to no notice when a new block of games will be going under the gavel, so we need to move. Ashley, Naomi, Francine, and I'll be going to his auction for the rest of the afternoon while you run the Funplex. My first instinct is to nod and go along with it. Gavin's the law around these parts. But Ashley's words are still dangling away in my mind. Doing what needs to be doing is great and all, but maybe I need to step up a bit more. Plus, the idea of being trapped in here during our heaviest hours when the support was hardly appealing. You're trusting a Funplex, your newbie, I might burn it down. Me? Seriously? Did you learn nothing from the great kitchen fire incident of 20XX that Zine exudes an aura of perpetual bad luck? That cruddy old microwave exploding has nothing to do with your pizza rolls. Pizza bagels. Hey, I get saying this too, right? As a fellow floor attendant? I feel like such a third wheel at those auctions anyway, so let Zine be the third wheel and let me handle the floor. I'll be the finest third wheel you've ever had, trust me. I want to do more than I've been doing. Different things, new things. Show some initiative. I suppose it wouldn't change much to bring Zine instead, but no costume time today, Ashley. I need non-plush fingers on duty in case of ticket jams. Pinky can stay in storage for the afternoon. I'm just happy to be helping folks out one way or another. Alright, let's go. Probably be closed by the time you get back, so I'll see you in the morning, Floor Attendant Ashley. Away! Leave me outside with my two traveling companions. Yeah! Yeah! Not much time to chat, however, as Gavin pulls his van and a rental trailer around. Oh my, how exciting. I rarely go on adventures these days. It's just a quick trip, ma'am. Any trip is an adventure if you make it one. Shall we? Adventure time! The four of us pile in and is off to the highway. Gavin, consulting a driving map on his phone, leads us out of the city via a series of weird turns and back roads. Man, I really look weird. I'm so not used to me. Trust me, this will save time in the long run. Why don't you just use Google Maps? Where's Hamza set up this time? On site at some abandoned estate outside of town. It's about to be torn down, but they found a trove of arcade games in the basement.
Woohoo!
I love arcade raids. Arcade auctions. Hey, Wolge, how you doing, dude? And Darth Bailey, good night, dude. Sweet dreams. See you around. We'll trade Darth Bailey for Wolge. Nice timing. You guys got an arcade to English dictionary I can borrow? Francine, without looking up from her knitting, answers. Oh, Wolge, we already found you in this game. We have our furry. Oh shit, it is the mystery machine. Nice. A raid is when a bunch of collectors get together and rescue games before they can be junked by their original owner. An auction is where someone sells off their arcade games one at a time to a crowd of active bidders. A raid or an auction? It's both. Shirohige, welcome back! Hamza, that sweet boy, buys up private collections before they can be thrown away. He rescues them from that terrible fate, then auctions off his finds, sort of. Now I'm fuzzy on this sort of part. I'm the newbie here, remember? Okay, so Hamza obviously auctions off games for cash money, but he's a very whimsical kind of guy. Once I saw him trade off vintage burger time in exchange for someone's super secret chili recipe passed down through the generations of family. In other words, he's just on the edge of being a loon. This would be a lot simpler if it was just a raid. We pay up front, we declare what games we want, and cart them away. Instead, he ambushes us with these impromptu actions, makes us come down here to entertain his whims.
Wonderful.
I think it's sweet. He wants to make sure the games go to good homes to people who really want them, even if they can't pay. And really, we should be honored we get an invitation. He's trying to cut out the big franchise arcades like Deco's Palace and help the little guys like us. It's inefficient and relies entirely on keeping on Hamza's good side. Helping out the little guys sounds okay here. I'm guessing Hamza's the sort of person who would let a kid have the game of his dreams for free. He doesn't care about money, he cares about people, am I right? Correctamundo. Oh yeah, Naomi points. Hamza's a great guy, but he's hard to predict. But he's got a big heart that means something in this business. Not enough big hearts left some days. Because that's how you pay the bills and keep the doors open, by having a big heart. I won't deny we can sometimes squeak out a trade that's practically a steal thanks to his personal modus operandi. But let's not push too far here. We need to temper our expectations a little, I suspect.
I think not.
We don't have room to add many new games, especially relics like Hamza. Especially relics like Hamza usually deals in. What about the off-site storage unit? We can just rotate games in and out more often. Is that the mystery machine? Dude, you're the second per El Chato already said is that the mystery machine, man. Is Naomi Velma? We already made that connection too. The game has already made Naomi our Velma. I'm not saying we have to go home empty-handed. Certainly a few holes in our roster we can fill, but we find an excellent deal and beat the other bidders. But consider this, above everything else, a way to maintain relations with Hamza even if we don't end up bidding.
Aw, let's be
Now, Naomi. Gavin knows the numbers. I'm in favor of making our little funplex more and more fun, but floor space is finite. And Gavin, remember, if we find some darling little game Naomi would lavish adoration upon, we can always retire an older game. Life, my young friends, is a series of trade-offs. Well, isn't it better to, just not settle and compromise all the time? There are trade-offs, and there are trade-offs. It's silly to say you should never compromise, as silly as it is to say you should always compromise. It's what you compromise that defines who you are.
My, oh my.
You're all so young, yet you've got time to make mistakes in learning what trades you need to make. Unless you don't want to make rent in your apartment, or your stomach's growling. Iris and Juniper have pushed me to stop settling for less out of life. Stand up for myself and my happiness. And I've done just that without regret. So, everything should be fine now. Right? New topic, the weather. Well, at least it's a nice day for an outing. Is that some figures behind me? Have you not seen our anime figurines? I get the only one you can see in this one is 02. And Luffy's arm right there. 02, Luffy, Chopper? No, Ace, Law, Chopper. More One Piece figurines. Wonderful. Glad I packed plastic bags to wrap cabinets in just in case. That's our Gavin, always thinking ahead. Or you could have just checked the weather. Trying to protect our investments, huh? From Hamza's invitation, it seems this arcade was largely abandoned and left to rot. I'd rather not add water damage to all the ailments the games are already suffering. It's so sad when we come across a wonderful game that's just ruined beyond repair. Most collectors show their collections a lot of love, but others just don't care. You find old games in barns exposed to elements and falling apart. I suppose this is one thing we can easily agree on. It's important to take care of your games. For their resale value, you mean? A broken game's no fun to play with, and it's a shame to see a classic in terrible condition. Consider pinball. Pinball games are very prone to breakdowns, particularly older ones. To experience them in their glory, you need to show them care. Even beyond a busted game earning no quarters, it feels like a waste to allow an enjoyable game lie follow. A waste of true potential. I'm not into pinball machines, guys. I've never been into pinball machine. The only pinball I've enjoyed is like Space Pinball on Windows. Other than that, not a pinball dude. Glad to see these two getting along better, even if Naomi kept preemptively attacking him along the way there. What I do like, though, my favorite arcade games, any light gun games. Q. Light gun games are the best. And rhythm games, because as an Asian guy, I am contractually obligated to enjoy rhythm games. With the rain pounding down the van roof, conversation gets a bit difficult. Gradually, everyone resumes fiddling about with their phones, knitting, or driving. Yeah, let's do the driving one first. Leading me to wonder exactly where is this auction and the raid happening. We've been driving for some time, leaving the city far behind. Wait, I'm Asian? Only where it counts. What would a massive trove of arcade games be doing this far out in the sticks? Maybe it's some sort of closed down roller rink, or an old bowling alley, or it's a creepy old house that's likely haunted by ghosts. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Oh, the classic Dwayne luck in play, so majestically awful. Gavin pulls up alongside any number of other vans and trucks. We're here a little late, it seems. Good grief, is this really the auction site? Creepy. Definitely creepy, at least an 8 on the creepometer. An old home has character, I feel. Let's not judge it by the exterior, shall we? With all speed, the group hurries inside to get away from the weather. A large group has already gathered in the foyer of the crumbling estate. But one rushes forward to greet us with a blur. The others pay little mind.
Greetings, friends.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that outfit. That's a very loud outfit. Oh my god, that eyeliner. Hamza welcomes our friends from the Funplex. Welcome, welcome. Hamza speaks to himself in third person. Hamza is a very eccentric kind of guy. Gavin, stalwart as ever. Naomi, love what you've done with your hair. Miss Francine, beauties are passed only by your wisdom. Oh, fresh. And a new player, it seems. Who might you be? Zine Deween. I see. Greetings to you and yours. I am known as Hamza, seeker of antiquity, finder of things lost, player of games. Mother of dragons, breaker of chains? And welcome to, not my home, but a place where Hamza shall provide hospitality regardless. Is 1980X antique? I was unaware Reagan-era amusement machines were antiques on par with the Turin Shroud. Man, that audio clip is not a clean one. You have fire indeed, but rest assured, many a holy grail may lurk in the arcade below. You may even find your own relic of holy nature by Eve's End. Alas, I have not a moment to enjoy your fine company, Zine Deween, perhaps later, but now it is time. Clapping twice for attention, Hamza rallies a small crowd in the room to begin the proceedings. Friends, companions, long-time allies of the noble art of the arcade, welcome. Welcome to Donnawood. Its story begins nearly 30 years ago when legendary pop musician Donna Michaels, singer of such hits as Thrilling and Mama Don't Mope, did a stately pleasure dome decree. Here, the reclusive idol crafted a private amusement park, a petting zoo, and arcade. Alas, she could only enjoy the year paradise for a short 10 years before her tragic death. Needless to say, the estate has fallen on hard times ever since in this year shall be torn down. To make way for condominiums. But not before we have our say. Friends, these games that Donna Michaels cherished will lurk one floor below. Still lurk one floor below, ready to be rescued from such a terrible fate. It is our moral imperative to do so. I have paid the estate owners a pricely sum for the entire lot. Now Hamza parcels them out to you. By all means, browse the collection. See which pieces sing out to you.
Revel in this.
His eyebrows change colors, man. I don't think this guy's bangable. His mustache changed colors. His eyebrows changed colors.
Revel in the splendor.
On the far table, you should find refreshments, grapes, sparkling wine, and delicacies for my travels. Mingle, cavort, and we shall begin the auction in 1 hour's time. Indeed, a lavishly arranged table that probably costs more than any single arcade game to put together is descended upon by the invitees soon after. I feel like I'm attending some ancient Roman celebration of debauchery and gluttony, not an arcade raid or an arcade auction or whatever. Donna Michaels, I knew it! I should have recognized Donna Wood when we pulled in, but it's raining so hard. Who? Never heard of Donna Michaels? She was the hottest musical act of the 1980s. I was born in 1990s. I'm totally plugging my phone into the van stereo so we can blast Girls Just Wanna Play Games. Oh, girls! Gotta go check out the cabinets in their arcade. I'm not really into mingling. She dashes off with all speed, heading for the stairs leading below. Let's go with her. I suppose I should go network a bit. Hamza's events always draw an interesting crowd of rival arcade owners. Heading for the foodstuffs, Gavin arranges himself a plate so he can excuse to hang around and eavesdrop on other collectors. Now I see why Ashley was bored of these events. Gavin schmoozes, Naomi analyzes finds. Francine's already napping in a chair. I've got nothing to do. Alright. Naomi! I'm really not interested in an arcade version of Game of Thrones going on up here. Gavin can handle these guys. Me? I want to see this legendary arcade Hamza was talking up. So I head downstairs to join Naomi. Whoa. Look, it's Stranger Things. Is this a private collection or a fully fledged arcade? I was expecting a handful of games and a pool table or something, but this? This is easily 3 times larger than Funplex itself. Even coated in dust and disrepair, it's awe-inspiring. It's also hard to find anyone in this maze of tightly packed games. Invitees are browsing the available stock to decide what's worth bidding on, making it crowded as well. But eventually I locate Naomi, practically cuddling a narrow-looking TMNT machine. Ooh, heart. Zine, look! A 2-player variant of TMNT. These were only released in the Oceania region. Such a rare find. Wait, wasn't that game originally 4-player? Why would Aenne want to play a version with only 2 joysticks? Cause it's a rare find. Duh. It's less fun. Not the point. Anyways, it's hard to find these. 2-player or 4-player. I'd love to have it in the arcade. I'd love to have that. And this, and this, and this. Oh, if only I could take all these home with me. I mean, some have water damage, others likely have busted CRTs and controls. They all need work, but I recall the game she was working on when I first met her. Extensive repairs needed just to make it playable. So, not only would you have to bid and win the game, but you also have to work for hours and plenty of spare parts to purchase ahead of you? I know, isn't it great? Isn't there a nice way to say this? Do we have money for this shit? Do we have money for this shit, dude? I don't think the Funplex can support many more of these rescue projects.
Ugh.
You sound just like Gavin. I'd make the time. I'd work for free. I'd do whatever it takes to give these games the care and love they deserve. It's admirable, but you have to devote so much of yourself to these games. But the games we do have need your love too. Even you have your limits. You have to accept that reality. It's not fair. I mean, I'm not dense. I know there's only so much we can do realistically, so many projects I can actually take on. But I wish I could do more. I wish I could do more. I wish we could do more. The Funplex has never really been a success, even before I came on board. It was always struggling to stay afloat. I joined it because so few arcades still had the games I love.
Aww.
But I can't turn our situation around, can I? No matter how hard I try. This is my first job. Part of me is still hoping it'd be my last job too. That I can happily spend all my days tinkering with these wonderful games. Every kid says they want to be a fireman or an astronaut or a robot cop or something, but no one actually ends up doing that. Except me. I wanted to fix up arcade games, and that's what I'm doing. That's all I've ever wanted to do.
So beautiful.
When I see these old broken games, I just want to show them the love I can give. I could be happy working on them for the rest of my life. You could just work as a repaired, like, electronics repair person. You could just do that. You don't have to work in an arcade. Wow, that's dedication. And really? You went straight from school to an arcade job? I mean, I've meandered from job to job, never really knowing what I wanted. That's normal, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm the oddball here. It's funny, I followed my heart and found just what I wanted, what I needed, and now, well, now I'm scared someday it'll all come to an end. The Funplex will close. And if the Funplex goes under, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. All I've ever wanted to do was working in an arcade, and I'm literally living my dream. Now I feel bad for bringing down her day. Hey, look, you never know, right? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find a game down here that brings in thundering herds of players. Right. It's a slim hope. We both know it, but Naomi clings to it immediately, eagerly. My low bank balance and grumbling stomach mean I need to cling to that hope as well. I made my choice. Now I need that choice to work. We just need to find the right game. Something nobody's played in a long time. Something that'll tug at the nostalgia strings. It's difficult finding the right balance, especially the year 20XX. A lot of these games are on life support, borrowed time. They can be repaired, right? Yeah, for now. But CRTs, the monitors that power these old games before LCDs and now 3D flat start replacing them, they're in short supply. No one makes them anymore. I mean, who buys two base TVs anyways? Nobody! It's all high def and dumb 3D projection tech that looks awful. No one appreciates good CRT anymore. Aren't high def displays way cheaper though? I've seen some old games running them in other arcades. They're wrong is what they are. These games weren't designed for pixel perfect flat panels, they're designed for fuzzy tubes. The picture looks weird on LCD. Even 2 weeks in, I'm still fuzzy myself on a lot of this stuff. But I grew up in the internet age. I'm silicon literate. I got options. Silicon again. How about we buy some cheap and common games and gut them for spare CRTs? Did I see the teaser for Beasters anime? I did not. Alright, let's buy cheap ones. Short of building our own factory of cranking out TV tubes, it's a temporary fix. Buy some cheap common games, use them as organ donors.
Ugh.
And ruin a classic. Cheap and common, Nami, not some rare find, but one that's readily available. We can even keep the cabinet itself so it can be restored later on. Point is, mixing and matching the guts will keep more fragile games afloat.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. You can tell she's silicon literate. And I bet I could sell Gavin on that idea too. We need more rental storage. But it means less ordering parts and less downtime. Okay, I'll see if there's anything down here no one would want and no one would need.
Thank you.
Glad you're with us at Funplex. Whether you take my side or Gavin's side, it's nice to have someone who cares about games around. Ashley's fun, but she's way into cosplaying and gaming. That's kind of odd, you know. What? Feeling like I'm not alone? I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm so used to toiling away in a little workshop with Ashley and Gavin not really caring about the things I love. But I love you. They're kind enough to me and friendly. Well, Ashley is, but ever since you showed up, it feels like there's someone with me. It's odd. I'm not complaining, though. Guess it just takes getting used to after years of feeling perfectly content to being alone. Away from strangers, crowds, I mean, it's not really my thing. I don't like to network like Gavin does, or socialize like Ashley does. And now I'm making things weird. I'm gonna stop there. Besides, I'm just about done taking inventory down here. How about you and I bang in the back when no one can see us? Ooh, yeah. Suddenly, shouting and stomping feet from the floor above. What the? Sounds like there's a fight. Let's go see what's going on. I heard shouting. Hamza has ejected a representative of the Dark Carnival known as Deko's Palace from our midst. And not soon enough, in Hamza's opinion. Guess everything's fine then. Excuse me, I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna go get my work apron on since we're moving games soon. Naomi, if you don't mind, after you change, we should coordinate our wish list. I want to get that settled before the auction begins. No, I don't leave me alone with the with this guy. Excellent. Now, let us resume the social amusements and jocularities, Zine de Ween. We will speak, yes? Hamza leads me away from the chattering crowd, presumably not to eat me or yell at me, but probably to start this orgy.
Hamza must consider this.
It's all Dream Daddy, El Chato. It's all Dream Daddy at the end of the day. I want to make it a point to get to know all who attend my gatherings. Clearly, I have been remiss, as I allowed one who works with the hated Dekonami to enter. Hamza would like to know you better, my friend. Not that Hamza assumes you are a spy, of course. It's simply a matter of what is proper and right. I'm just a floor attendant for the Funplex, not much else to say. Come now, surely there's more to you than that. Share with Hamza. Consider me an impartial third party. Surely there are matters that occupy your mind which would be inappropriate to air to your business partners. Okay, this guy is clearly on a fishing expedition for dirt. Considering the high court of arcade royalty I'm supping with, maybe it's best not to give him anything. But I don't want to make relations difficult for the Funplex if this guy really is a leading supplier of cheap arcade games. I'm secretly the royal heir of a distant land. Honestly, I've got a long run of bad luck. He'll enjoy this one. Between you and me, I'm the child of a prince, ruler of an ancient and exotic kingdom. I'm in hiding from an international conspiracy of assassins. I've been blessed with a birthmark in the shape of Q*bert, marking me as a chosen gamer of gamers. A fine attempt. Besides, I'm the true son of royalty around here, from a long-forgotten prince, no less. I could believe that. Good. It assists Hamza's mighty reputation when people believe in the image he projects. I admit to obfuscating my origins somewhat, but there are some facts I allow to circulate. Hamza began as a mere urban explorer and hunter of rare objects for a wealthy buyer in Dubai. You see, many debts pursued me. In return for assistance in paying them, I stocked the arcade of his dreams. In time, my patrons released me entirely from the woes of debt. They were difficult years, productive years to be certain, and throughout them, Hamza learned how to use the mystique of being Hamza to better achieve his goals. He just won't stop talking in third person. Now Now I stand before you with power, and with hard-earned respect for that power. I leverage it to ensure that those who respect games, as I do, can enjoy them, even if they lack coin. A nice stream tag? Which one? Oh, LGBTQI? Plus. But yes, I have known hardships. We all have. In the course of events, you are not alone in that condition, my friend. Dude, we can absolutely gay it up in this game. Okay, so how do I get out of that condition? Do I need to indebt myself to a wealthy prince or something too? No, you need the will to dream and the will to work.
No risk, no reward.
The will to make the trade-off that will bring you closer to your ambitions. Francine was mentioning something about that earlier. Wisdom and beauty. That is Francine. I'm trying not to make trade-offs though. Not to settle. My parents, they gave up on so much just to barely scrape by. That is the puzzle, is it not? What to trade? Allow me to regale you with a story. Hamza makes a sweeping gesture to the beautiful ruin of the Donna Wood mansion. To an oil painting hanging on the wall. At one time, Donna Michaels was a star on the rise. She had all she could ever desire, and indulged in her desires all day long. And so indulgent was she that she failed to maintain the work that brought her there. After her second album didn't meet expectations, she lost interest. For years, she lurked in these walls as a recluse, playing games for hours and hours. Rumor has it that she was found dead within her beloved arcade, hands still wrapped around a glowing joystick. She starved to death, lost in the game. I'd say that's ridiculous, but I've seen Percy play for hours and hours at a time. And now, her lost and aimless spirit haunts this very place. Adrift as a ghost in a machine. Too spoopy for me. Too spoopy indeed, and obviously a grim fairy tale rather than reality. I feel there is an important truth buried in the myth. I ask you, was Donna's life spiritually satisfying? She didn't need to make any more albums. She wanted for nothing, and had everything. You could even say she died doing what she loved. Playing games. Okay, but she still died. No getting around that.
Hamza agrees.
Precisely. So many years thrown away, refusing the world around her in favor of a dream. A dream is a lovely thing, Zine Deween, but you must balance a dream in one hand and the world in the other at all times. Naomi, she clings to her dream. Gavin, he clings to the world. Neither of them truly happy as a result. And what of you, Zine Deween? Do you seek to be truly happy? Man, he knows so much about our fellow employees. Well, duh, what else am I going to answer except yes? Hamza presses a finger to my lips to silence me. Woof. Hold that thought. The auction's about to begin. Hamza claps twice, calling the room to attention. Friends! Let us proceed to the arcade below. We have many games to bid on, all of which must be out the door by morning. As always, I will accept alternate bids, but test not the patience of Hamza. If your bid is not a serious offer, the hours grow short. Any titles which find no takers will go to my own collection, but my hope is to find a happy home for every machine, one which will love and respect these games. He motions me in particular to follow as a group files downstairs. This way, this way. A bunch of folding chairs have been set up in front of a large HD TV. One of Hamza's assistants loads up a photo slideshow of the games on offer and the group settles in. Hey, shouldn't Francine be here for this? She trusts the two of us to make the right decisions on purchasing games. Plus, I hate to interrupt her nap, or her knitting, or both. I swear she can knit in her sleep. Oh, I'm just too nervous. I think I'm going to go browse the games again, see if there are any I missed. It's so dark down here, I could swear I didn't see them all. What kind of hentai game is this? Hopefully it's a hentai game with this one. Hey, Darkwing. How about you, Zine? Want to watch the auction with me or go help Naomi? Obviously I go help Naomi. See ya, Gavin!